My name is Priscilla Nwikbo. At the moment, the UK is experiencing something that the UK has never seen before. We're having our young people rise up from all over the UK, city to city, causing damage, rioting. I mean, it's a sheer miracle that we haven't had so many loss of lives. So far, just 4 have been recorded. A lot of injuries, but just 4 lives recorded to have been lost. So that in itself, though very sad, it's a miracle. But the country is experiencing something that I don't believe we've ever experienced before, and it's devastating. It's carnage everywhere. There's fear. The people's livelihoods are suspended. Driving through town and seeing shops being boarded up, and places that would normally open 24 hours are closed even before 6 p.m. That's scary. It's frightening, because then it means that the city is virtually held hostage. We're all victims now, and running home as quickly as we can just to ensure that we're safe. It's something to be very, very, very concerned about.
My name is Douglas Wynn from Find Your Voice, and I'm here to express my views what took place in Tottenham over the weekend. And this is what you could say a boiling point in Tottenham. And what we need to put it into context, that what took place is that I wouldn't use the word riot, I would say an uprising, where the youth have had enough of being oppressed, being trodden down, no future, and this was a boiling point. And we need to understand that if you look at Tottenham alone, Tottenham is one of the most poorest borough in Europe. You have over 40 betting shops in Tottenham, over 70 in Haringey. Right? You imagine this, the poorest borough in Europe, you're getting is saturated with someone's betting shops. No, there's the betting shops, right? Also, it's off license, right? £1 chicken shop. So it just shows you that there's a system to oppress Tottenham. So we shouldn't be surprised when people revolt because they've had enough. Yeah. So this is a cause and effects, and what we need to do now, Tottenham needs healing, right? Needs healing, and we as a community now need to come together and see how we can, resolve, right, this madness what's taking place in Tottenham. One of the things is that we need to look at where the future holds for young people, and there's economically restrained. Yeah, economic restraint, and it's a time where we, right, need to be self-reliant and self-sufficient, because let's face it, right, nobody's gonna give nothing to us. We have to start creating things for ourselves, and it's all about empowering our people, empowering young people, with the tools so they become self-reliant, self-motivated, and have a focus and a plan. Right about now, there's no plan. There's no future.
What advice would you give to youth?
One advice I would give to youth today, is A, you need to start study, educate, empower yourself, empower your mind, because the powerful weapon right now is your mind. Wherever you think, everything's in the mind. The battle's in the mind. If you think you can, you can. If you think you can't. So it's about take some time out and empowering yourself, having the tools, right, to be more effective in the community. And once you have a purpose, then you have a direction. So everything comes down to re-educating yourself and empowering yourself.
What advice would you give to parents?
Parents, you see, one advice I would give to parents is that we need to start to analyze what's happening, because to me, when people say there's bad parents, and so I don't really, parents can only do what they know at this particular time. If I have to be honest, what they know at this particular time. What I said to parents that you need to spend more time and start to analyze, right, the system, and spend more time with your children, because what you're really looking for at the end of the day, right, is to be loved and to be cared. It's to be loved and to be cared. So what I said to parents, like anything else, they need to educate themselves as well. Then they spend more time with their children, right? Also, I would say to parents, right? That's where the TV. If you're gonna watch the TV, spend limited time with the TV. Because the parents, right? You are the teacher, right? You are the first teacher. You are the first teacher. So the parents need to be about educating themselves as well, because you got to set an example. If you don't set an example, who are they going to follow? You know? So it's about really educating themselves as well as parents.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.